Goeiemôre, goeiemôre, dis 'n lekker dag vandag. Hi everyone, I'm MKAL here from the Strand and you reached my knitting podcast called Stitching Stories here on YouTube. I'm also called Stitching Stories 1 with the number 1 on Instagram if you would like to follow me there. Cool. I see my previous video was only on the 1st of February, so I did miss a few, and so we've got some things to catch up with. I'll take you to the table and show you there all the knitting and things that I've been talking about. But first, let's talk about the series for this year. So this year's series is all about something old, something new. So how did I come about that? Is I'm busy decluttering my house, and when I did my yarn cupboard, which is that cupboard there, I did a video on it, and I've shown these plastic baskets that I've got where I keep my yarn in, and I've discovered that I've got so many pre-loved, half-used, ripped out, half ripped out mini skeins, that I thought, you know what, I don't want to leave these in the cupboard like this, because I think I will never use them if I'm not starting effortlessly and to use them. So let's scratch in your cupboard and see what you've got to add to my list, and then we can knit together on all those pre-loved yarns, and we can use maybe a new pattern on them and jazz them up with some nice colors that we've got, or you can use an old pattern. I remember in my days when I was young, we used to tear out pages from magazines and put them into a flip file. And sometimes they even just got holes in and put them straight into a file. Do you still have files like that? Do you? Do you remember where they are? I've kept a few. I've gone through all mine. I've kept a few. And I was also in this cupboard now. So I know where mine is. And yeah, so you can also use some of those old patterns with some new yarn. Okay, so let's meet at the table that I can show you all the fun. Do you remember in the previous video, the one of 1st February, I've started it with quite a few interruptions of the project story, I called it, with some of these blue minis that I had. So this is also part of the start of looking at what I can do with all these little bits and pieces, pre-loved yarns, let's call it like that. So I've got an entire basket full of them. There is the coffee yarn that I dyed myself. There's minis like this, leftovers, some sock yarn. I think this one was from Big Fox yarn. Some ones that was my first cardigan. I think it was my first cardigan. Should become heavy. And I put some incense sticks, unburned incense sticks with my yarn just to keep them smelling nice. There's some sock yarn. See. Okay. So what I thought, I went through and just scrolled through all my patterns that I had, and I scrolled through Instagram, because going through Ravelry you have to like say what you want to do, and I didn't know what to do. I am more a garment knitter than an accessory knitter, so I didn't just want to make hats and scarves and stuff like that because I don't really wear it at this stage. Maybe when I get older. So I found a pattern from Purl Soho. Now I'm going to show you my, I'm going to pause and just put it out here because it's right there at the back. And I don't want to stretch over in front of the camera, and then I'll show you what I've made from Purl. So let's pause. It's a bit difficult to show. So this is for my size. This is a tunic. It's not just a summer top. It's got short sleeves, and you start with a sleeve and you go all around and you decrease for the neckline. I did do a crochet border for this just to keep them from not stretching out because it's knitting from side to side in garter, so the stretching is more this way than that way, and you ended up on this side. So I think it's beautiful. I think the colors are nice. What do you think? That's just the front. The back is just brown. And I used 4 different browns here. I first started just with 2. Let me see whether I can zoom in for you. You can see here. Oh, okay, I can't see. Where will my finger show? There, from there, that. So the one yarn finished, and I had to put the last little bit with another yarn. So that is from Purl Soho. It's called End to End, so it's easy to remember. And I used quite a bit of yarn because knitting garter is really eating up the yarn quickly. But you need to remember it is very stretchy, so it does need proper seaming, and otherwise it's just going to stretch out terribly and you'll end up with a short dress, mini dress, instead of just a tunic. The headpiece, the neck band is quite, the collar is quite big in my opinion. I would have loved to have it smaller. I will see what I'll do. Maybe I will stick this. Now that Yaline showed us, sticking is not difficult. Maybe I'll stick this and make it and bring it in a little. I don't know. I'll see what I'll do. But it's nice and warm. It's quite heavy because there's a lot of yarn in it. And I've got more. So this is me skimping. You see my colors. There's grays, there's browns, there's purples. There are bright colors in here too. See, I need a pattern. Give me pattern ideas for this, please. I was thinking of doing a color work, maybe a color work vest. Do you think that will work? Do you think I'm crazy? Which is also okay. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing further. Let's pause. Then I also have these lovely spring colors, and I didn't want to put it into the end tunic because those are more jewel colors, gem colors. It's darker. It's not, you see, it's not, was not going to fit in there. in my opinion. And I've wanted to make something that makes me smile when I see it, even though maybe these colors together is not something that I would necessarily have bought to wear if it was a finished garment. But I'm knitting. This is also in garter, and I'm combining them. So this is top down. This is top down. I'm not at the sleeve to separate for the sleeves yet. This is top down. And this is the from Drops, and it's called the Arctic Ocean sweater. So the Arctic Ocean sweater I did try a couple of times before with blue yarns. I'm sure you can remember that if you're a returning viewer. Sorry, but the pattern is bottom up, and I think that is my story where I did wrong. I've tried the wrong patterns in order to do it, to change it over into top down. So I'm actually reading the pattern backwards, if so to speak, and yeah, and I think it will be beautiful. So as soon as I reach a certain space, I will stop, put them on a cord. I'll soak them and block them so that I can see how much of this is going to stretch out, that I see that the top part is not too big for me, but it's okay fitting. And then I will maybe split for sleeves, and then start with the waves. That I'll put a picture in of the pattern. Then the waves, I'm not going to do stripy like this. I'm going to do one wave, one color, and I think I've got more than enough yarn here to finish it. So that is what I'm still busy with. So now this is my second project that I'm doing with a pre-loved yarn, and you saw I've still got left over. So once I'm done with this, I want to add this in for the color work, and then I'll see what I'm going to do. Okay, let me go and fetch my finished shawl quickly that you haven't seen yet. Can you believe this? Can you really believe this? It's finished. It's really finished. This is my Stephen West Vertice Unite Shawl. I made a large one, and it's knitted with alpaca and bamboo blend from Quinty. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'll put a picture up that you can see how to spell their name. The yarn is so soft. It's so soft and drapey. It's so beautiful, and the colors, oh my goodness, I'm sure my lighting doesn't bring justice. Just look here. I'm so in love with this. I'm so glad I finished it, and it's warm, and it's really like huge. I'm really going to love this winter. So that one is finished. I've got I've got two more shawls in my cupboard that needs to be finished. Let's talk about them, and please tell me whether I should finish them or just snip it and rip it. I'll appreciate your input there. This Stephen West pattern is MKAL, is Mystery Knit Along from 2023. I still haven't finished this. I love the colors. But these little sides, it's beautiful. It's really, really, really beautiful. But it takes so long and so much concentration. I don't know. Do I continue? So this needs to get down to 6 stitches. And then I still need to do the other side. The other side is still waiting here for me. And then I still need to do the bottom, the border at the bottom. Okay. So when I finish this one, I've got these colors. Ooh, they're a bit dark. Let me see whether I can fold it over, but you can see them. That better. It's grays that I can put in with the other pre-loved yarn to make the color work pattern. Not the pattern, to knit the color work pattern. Which one? I don't know yet. I don't know yet, but that can be added. Tell me, do I snip it and rip it, or do I finish it? I've got one more with the same question. Let me give you that one. Then I've got this one. This is Downtown Abbey, the wedding shawl, if I remember correctly its name. It's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful with its lace and texture. I've not got far, and I'm knitting it in this yarn art flower yarn with the pink, and it ends up in a charcoal. So do I change this into a wearable with the same pattern, with the same decorative stitches, and maybe use a pattern like I don't know, one of Pia Trance's summer t-shirts. She's got one with a little crochet band in, or even the rinoculars I can use just for the size, and do this for the decorative stitch. Will it be enough yarn? What do you think? Let me know. Please let me know. Okay, so now I only have 2 whips left that I can show you. Do you want to see? Let me pause you. I thought I'll show you these 2 together because I haven't made much progress on them since last time you've seen them. So the green one at the back is the Fynbos from Tete. It's a color work where it's beautiful. It's where you put the floats on the front side. You see I haven't progressed anything from last what you saw. And then this one is the pressed flowers cardigan. It's a bottom up one, and I was here when you last saw it, so this one's with the most progress. I will talk about the yarns and the patterns of these 2 in more detail once I've got more to show of them. And I think I can give you a teaser. So April in 2025, I had a pattern, a sock pattern that I released. I don't know whether you remember this one. Sorry, let me just get it in front of the camera. This one, I'm busy re-knitting it and checking the pattern again because it didn't work for me the second time around. I'm not sure what I did the first time around. So, and I hope to have it all redone, rewritten and tested before Easter next year. I'm not going to rush with it. I've got more than enough other things to keep me busy. Okay, so I want to say thank you very much for coming. Thank you for listening. Please give me your input and your ideas and what you're busy with. I love to chat with you. Are you from South Africa? Are you from other countries? Are you... Don't give your addresses, hey? Yeah, so I want to say God bless, happy knitting, and be safe. Have fun. Bye.